Hello everyone, this is Venkatesh Panyam, your physics dude. Welcome back to my channel. In this, I am going to discuss some very good examples of dot product. Let's begin today's class. But before I do, if you really like my content, please click the bell icon for more updates and subscribe my channel and share my content with your friends so that it will help them. Let's see the applications. In my previous class, I've given a few examples for dot product. In this, I'm going to give some more examples for dot product. We already know that work is the dot product of force and displacement. Power is the dot product of force and velocity. And we get one more dot product in the first year syllabus, that is potential energy is force into this, nothing but work done only. Work done and energy are same potential, so force into displacement. So this is F bar dot H bar. And the remaining you come across in the second year, that is this one is flux. We say magnetic flux. B bar dot A bar, magnetic induction and area. This is called electric flux, E bar dot A bar. This is potential difference, E bar dot D bar is intensity of electric field. Here current is the dot product of current density and area, as I said, and this is again electrical energy, dipole moment dot intensity of electric field. Similar, this is magnetic energy, potential energy, that is M bar dot B bar. M is magnetic moment and B bar is magnetic induction. These you come across all of them in second year, but all of them are the applications of dot product only. Let's begin the problem number 1. So what is this problem? If A bar, B bar, C bar are 3 unit vectors such that A bar plus B bar plus C bar is given as 0, is asking the value of A bar dot B bar plus B bar dot C bar plus C bar dot A bar. Okay, let's take this one first. Let's write down. So what is A bar plus B bar plus C bar is equal to 0. So this I can write A bar is equal to minus, or better we can write this as B bar plus C bar is equal to minus A bar. Let's take dot product on both sides with A bar. So B bar plus C bar dot A bar is equal to minus A bar dot A bar. So this I can write B bar dot A bar, I am applying distributive law, plus C bar dot A bar is equal to minus A square. So since A, B, C are unit vectors, so the magnitude of A square is minus 1. So simply I can write B bar dot A bar same as A bar dot B bar. So this I'll write as A bar dot B bar plus A bar dot C bar is equal to minus 1. Similarly, let's take B bar to the right side. We'll do the same procedure. So next case, A bar plus C bar is equal to minus B bar. Take the dot product with B bar now. Dot B bar is minus B bar dot B bar. Same logic. So this is A bar dot B bar plus B bar dot C bar is equal to minus B square. Again, A bar dot B bar plus B bar dot C bar is minus 1. The next time, again we'll do the same thing. Take A bar plus B bar as minus C bar. Again take A bar plus B bar dot C bar is minus C bar dot C bar. So this is A bar dot C bar plus B bar dot C bar is equal to minus C square. So A bar dot C bar plus B dot psi bar is equal to minus 1 because C is also unit vector. Now let us add these three. When I add these three, what happens? See, I got A bar plus B bar, first one, A bar plus B bar plus A bar dot plus A bar dot B bar plus A bar dot C bar. This is the first equation plus what is the next one? Plus A bar dot B bar plus B bar dot C bar plus the third one is A bar dot C bar plus B bar dot C bar will be minus 3, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. So if you look at clearly, you have 2 A bar plus B bar. Similarly, 2 A bar dot C bar, 2 times. So overall, if you look at 2 times A bar dot B bar plus B bar dot C bar plus A bar dot C bar, C bar dot A bar, we can write either way. C bar dot A bar is equal to minus 3. So the answer for this one is, so A bar dot B bar plus B bar dot C bar plus C bar dot A bar is minus 3 by 2. This is the required answer. So that's what the question is. What is asking? A bar dot B bar plus B bar dot C bar plus C bar dot A bar is minus root 3 by. So the answer for this one is minus 3 by 2. So very simple problem. Now let's move on to the next problem. This is problem number 2. So what is in this problem given? If A bar is equal to MB bar plus C bar, then is asking what called as M. So very simple problem. So let us write A bar is equal to MB bar plus C bar. Some students, what they do is they simply write like this: A bar minus C bar, that is equal to, therefore M is equal to A bar minus C bar by B bar. So why this is wrong? Why? Mathematically it may be correct, but when you do vectors, this is wrong. Why it is wrong? Because we cannot divide a vector with a vector, because this has one direction, this has one direction. We can only divide magnitudes, but we cannot divide vectors. So this is wrong. Then what is the correct procedure? Take the second step same as this. So MB bar is equal to A bar minus C bar. Now you take dot product with B bar on both sides. So this is MB bar dot B bar is equal to A bar minus C bar dot B bar. So this is MB square. B dot B bar is B square. So this is A bar dot B bar minus C bar dot B bar. Now it became a number. So M is equal to A bar dot B bar minus C bar dot B bar whole upon B square. This is the required answer for the given question. A very, very, very standard problem. Now let's see the third one, which is again a very simple problem. Let's say third question. If theta is the angle between unit vectors A bar and B bar, then is asking what is A bar minus B bar by. So very simple. So this is dot product. So I can write 1 minus AB cos theta whole upon 1 plus AB cos theta, which is equal to, it is given that they are unit vector. So what is unit vector? A is 1, B is 1. So this become 1 minus cos theta by 1 plus cos theta, because A is equal to 1, B is equal to 1. So this I can write as, what is 1 minus cos theta? 2 sine square theta by 2 upon 2 cos square theta by 2, which is nothing but tan square theta by 2. So the answer for this question is tan square theta by 2. Now let's see another important concept. Actually, this is and a very good application of dot product. So what is the projection of a vector? So we want to find out the scalar and vector projection. Projection is same as component. So I'm going to discuss about both the scalar component as well as vector component of C. The projection of A bar along B bar means the component of A bar along B bar we want to find out. So it's a very simple concept and very important. So let me draw the diagram again. This is A bar and there is a vector B bar and angle between them is theta. Now what is the component of A bar along B bar? That means horizontal component is A cos theta. So this is nothing but projection or the scalar component. So the first one is scalar component of A bar along B bar. I want to find out A cos theta value. But we all know that A bar dot B bar is AB cos theta. So what is A cos theta value now? So A cos theta is simply A bar dot B bar by B. So this is the scalar component of A bar along B bar. This I can rearrange it as A bar dot B bar by B. This otherwise can be written as A bar dot B cap. So this is scalar component of A bar along B bar. Now let's go to another one. Scalar component of B bar along A bar. Same logic, resolve this B bar along A bar is B cos theta. Same procedure. I want to find out the value of B cos theta. So B cos theta is A bar dot B bar by A, which is nothing but A cap dot B bar. Now till now we calculated the scalar component and A bar and B bar. Now I want to find out the vector component of A bar along B bar. Let's see the third question. Vector component of A bar along B bar. Now let's draw the diagram again so that we can understand better. So as I said, this is A bar and this is B bar. What is the component? This, if I take this theta, this is the component A cos theta. So this A cos theta is a scalar. So whenever we want to have a vector in any direction, simply multiply that number with the unit vector in the direction. What is the unit vector of B bar? Simply B cap. So if I want to find the vector component of A bar along B bar, I want this A cos theta times B cap. Now number multiplied with the vector is a vector now. But what is A cos theta? A bar dot B bar by B times B cap. This is a very important. Now if you look at this, A bar dot B bar by B is a number. Since multiplied with the vector become vector. So this otherwise can be written as A bar dot B cap times B cap. So this is vector component of A bar along B bar, or we can say parallel to B bar. That's another way of saying. Along the same as parallel. So vector component of A bar along B bar are parallel to B bar. Similarly, let me find out the next one, that is vector component of B bar along A bar. So what we do? Same procedure. Take this is A bar, this is B bar, and I said this is theta. Take this component B cos theta is a number, multiply with unit vector along A bar. Now I got a vector component of B bar parallel to A bar. So I want to find out the value of B cos theta times A cap. So what is B cos theta? A bar dot B bar by A times A cap. So otherwise this I can write it as, A cap dot B bar times A cap. So now I found the vector component of A bar parallel to B bar and vector component of B bar parallel to A bar. Now I want to find out the vector component of A bar perpendicular to B bar. Now let's see how to do it. So next to fifth one, what I'll do is vector component of A bar perpendicular to B bar. Perpendicular to B bar. This is very important. Just look at now. Same diagram. This is A bar and this is B bar. This is theta. Now if you look at, I just resolved A bar into components. So this component is along A bar. Now what is the perpendicular component? This is A cos A sin theta. I want to find this value. So how to find out? I said if you want to find out the vector component along this, I told you to multiply with B cap. Now what is the vector opposite to it? Simply minus of A cos theta into B cap. This is a vector in the direction. So what is the opposite vector? This one. Now look at this. A sin theta is the vector that we want. Let's call this as some C bar. So see, this C bar is the resultant of these two vectors, A bar and this one. So simply I can write this C bar is equal to A bar minus, what is that we got? A cos theta into B cap. So therefore, C bar is equal to A bar minus, what is A cos again? A dot B bar, A bar dot B bar by B times B cap. So C bar is equal to A bar minus A bar dot B cap times B cap. So this is a very important thing. So this is the vector component of A bar perpendicular to B bar. And this A cos theta B cap is the vector component of A bar parallel to B bar. The same logic goes. I want to find out the sixth one. Vector component of B bar perpendicular to A bar. Again, let's draw the diagram. This is A bar, this is B bar, and this is theta. So this component is, sorry, B cos theta. I want to find the scalar component. So this is B cos theta multiply with A cap. This become a vector. Now what is the perpendicular component of this B bar? This is the perpendicular component of B bar. So this value is b sine theta. Now simply reverse it. When you reverse this become minus of b cos theta times a cap. So b sine theta, again let's take this as some c bar. So c bar is the resultant of these two vectors. So I can write c bar is b bar minus b cos theta into a cap. So therefore c bar is equal to b bar minus a bar dot b bar by a times a cap. So c bar is equal to b bar minus a bar, sorry, I can write a cap minus, sorry, dot b bar times a cap. So this is the component of b bar, vector component of b bar perpendicular to a bar, and whereas this one is parallel to a bar. So these two are very important. So these 6 applications are very important, and we get lot of problems on this topic. So I hope you all understood these scalar and vector component of vector. I answered all the 6 questions. Now let's see 2 more important applications now. So what is this question? Let's see, read the question. A bar and B bar are two non-collinear unit vectors. I said unit vectors. And if A bar plus B bar is equal to root 3, then the value of A bar minus B bar dot 2A bar plus B bar is asking. First of all, if A bar dot magnitude of A bar plus B bar root 3 means, let's find out the magnitude. A square plus B square 2AB cos theta is 3. Given the unit vector, so 1 plus 1 plus 2 cos theta is 3. So I think this is 2. So this cos theta is 1 by 2 means theta is 6 degrees. Because now I understood that theta is 6 degrees. Now because A is 1, B is 1, 2AB 2. So if I take 2 this side, 3 minus 2 is 1. Right. Now I want to find out A bar minus B bar dot 2A bar plus B bar. So which in other words, take the distributive law. This become 2A bar dot A bar plus A bar dot B bar. Similarly, take dot with B bar minus B bar. So minus 2 times A bar dot B bar minus B bar dot B bar. So this is 2A square minus A bar dot B bar, because A bar plus B bar minus. So this I can write AB cos theta minus B square. So again substitute the values. 2 minus cos theta 1 by 2. AB is 1. So 1 by 2 minus 1. And this again I can write it as 1 minus 1 by 2. Nothing but 1 by 2. The answer here it is 1 by 2. So the answer for this problem is 1 upon 2. So very simple. First to find out using the given condition, I have calculated the angle between vectors. Then I use that angle here. It is a reverse problem. Now let us see. So if A bar and B bar are two unit vectors such that phi A bar minus 4B bar perpendicular to A bar plus 2B bar, then the angle between A bar and B bar is, already explained in the last video, if two vectors are perpendicular, dot product is 0. So similarly, if this vector and this vector are perpendicular, simply equate the dot product to 0. So that means 5a bar minus 4b bar dot a bar plus 2b bar is equal to 0 because it is given that they're perpendicular. Now take the dot product. So this is nothing but 5a bar dot a bar plus 10a bar dot b bar minus 4a bar dot b bar minus 8b bar dot b bar. Sorry, this is equal to 0 because it is given. Now again, a bar dot a bar is a square. So 5a square, 10ab minus 4ab plus 6ab. So 6, directly I'll write 6a bar dot b bar. So I can write 6ab cos theta. Here I don't know what is that. 6ab cos theta minus 8b square is equal to 0. But it's given that there are two unit vectors. So a is 1, b is 1. Now let's substitute. So 5 plus 6 cos theta minus 8 is equal to 0. So 5 minus 8 is minus theta, 8 at that side. So 6 cos theta is 3 cos theta 3 by 6. So 1 by 2, that implies theta is equal to 60 degrees. This is another important model. So these are some important problems that we discussed today in the class. These are very, very important applications of what we call it as dot product of vectors. So I hope you all understood these applications, and to understand better, watch it number of times so that you'll get a lot of confidence. I wish you happy physics learning. Thanks for watching. This is your Venkatesh Pandey.